Now I'm up in the garage today and I'm going to start by breaking down some plywood to construct this simple CNC station. It's going to have a couple drawers in it that'll have a pull out where I can put all my CNC stuff one place and it's not scattered everywhere. Today I have a little bit of a different challenge. I'm up here in the garage and I'm kind of in a time crunch. My wife is going to get home from work soon and I want to get all this stuff out of the way so she can park her car in the garage. So let's get started breaking down this plywood. So now that we've got all these pieces broken down to the correct size, now it's time to assemble them. Now, typically, if you watched any of my other videos, you'll see I use a lot of pocket holes. Today, we're gonna try something different. So I'm gonna be using this countersink bit to pre-drill all my holes. I'm gonna be using these 1.5" screws, and I'm gonna be using some wood glue. Really simple way to assemble things, and as long as you pre-drill everything should be fine. So let's get started assembling. So I had a little crackage on the other side. So I'm just gonna drill them out with this new drill bit, or other drill bit, a little bit more. Just to try to prevent that crackage or splittage. Is that the word? Splittage? So that was a lot of fun. We went off script a little bit there, did a little acting. And so it honestly could be used in that way. The storage rack can go up and down out of your way if you need long-term storage, but the ease of not having to lift things up and down really makes this easy to work on longer-term projects. That way you can clear your garage floor, get your projects up out of the way. So if you're interested in this product offered by FLEXIMOUNTS, be sure to check out the link in the description below. Let's get back to building. All right, so this is the area where the control cabinet is gonna go. I wanna scoot it as far to the left as I can, but I've gotta have enough clearance to open this door. So that's what's gonna determine how far it sets. All right, so here we have a box. Really simple, and that was the whole goal here, just keeping it simple, as dead simple as you can get with screws, and the important part is pre-drilling them, and wood glue, and this thing is solid. So, the next step, now that we've got the overall shape, is I'm gonna put one drawer right here, and then maybe 2 drawers. I'm gonna see how one looks and measure down and see what the spacing looks like. I was thinking about putting some cabinet doors here and putting some lower cabinet space. I just don't know how I'm gonna use this space just yet. Bonus storage space is always a good thing, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with this later. So I went ahead and made another drawer. I wanted one more shallow, so this whole thing is going to be bits and tools. And then the bigger one, the deeper one, will have obviously the bigger items in it. So now it's time to mount these two drawers into the carcass. So what I'm gonna do, and by no means am I an expert at this, I always struggle through drawer slides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure the bottom. We're gonna work everything off the bottom of the drawer. So 2.5 inches to the top, and the overall height of our drawer is 3 1/4. So we're gonna leave, probably leave 3/4 of an inch at the top. So we're gonna measure down 4 inches. Cool. Okay. So now I'll do the same thing on the top one. Do the same thing on the bottom drawer. All right, I think I'm getting this down. So remember we measured down 4 inches from the top to the bottom. That's where our small drawer, the bottom of our small drawer is. So now I measured this, the bigger drawer, and we want there to be 3/4 of an inch between the drawers. Add that to our overall drawer height or depth, however you want to think about it, which equals 7 inches. So we're going to measure down from our 4-inch mark, 7 inches, and that is going to be the bottom of the big drawer. So we'll measure back up 4.5 inches, and that is where our drawer slide, the top of our drawer slide, needs to sit. So I'm going to do one side, and then I'm gonna get that one side kind of anchored in, and then I'm gonna flip it over to the other side and do the top and the bottom. Now that I got the drawer faces on, and the drawer faces, I kept it really simple. I just used the same 3/4 inch material I've used for everything else and screwed from the inside, really basic. So the only thing that's left is the handles. Now I've chosen to 3D print them rather than just go in and purchase drawer pulls. I've got a 3D printer, I have filament, so I was like, why not make them? Now the main reason I built it this way is because eventually I'd like to upgrade the tablets, and I plan on putting the tablets on the enclosure themselves. But I still want a usable cabinet for other things. So this cabinet is meant to be a shop piece of furniture that evolves with my shop needs over time. I'm considering doing a specific video for the drawer layout. Now I want us to design something that fits all my bits, fits all my tools, all my hand tools in that top drawer, that shallow drawer. If that's something you'd be interested in, tell me below. I'd love to hear your ideas, because I definitely need something to collect all of my CNC bits and pieces. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time I'm building something.